It all started with what I thought was a simple business disagreement, a partnership that went sour. I never imagined it would escalate to a courtroom drama where my entire reputation was on the line. My former partner, let's call him Alex, decided to sue me, claiming I had mismanaged funds and sabotaged our joint venture. The accusations were baseless, designed to ruin me professionally and personally. I knew the truth, but in a courtroom, the truth is only what you can prove. The months leading up to the trial were a nightmare. Drowning in legal paperwork, endless meetings with my lawyer, and sleepless nights replaying every conversation, every email, every decision. The financial strain was immense, but the emotional toll was worse. Friends started to look at me differently. Whispers followed me. The weight of being accused of something so fundamentally against my character was crushing. My lawyer was good, but he warned me that without concrete evidence to refute Alex's claims, it would be my word against his. And Alex was a charismatic, convincing liar. Our business was a tech startup. We were developing an app. My role was product development and operations, while Alex handled marketing and investor relations. The business was actually doing well, but Alex wanted more, faster. He pushed for risky strategies I advised against, and when one of them backfired and lost us a significant investor, he needed a scapegoat. That scapegoat was me. His lawsuit was a preemptive strike, a fictional narrative painted so skillfully that even I sometimes questioned my own memory. The discovery phase was brutal. Alex's legal team buried us in requests for documents, emails, and financial records. We complied with everything, providing a mountain of data that, in my mind, clearly showed my diligence and Alex's recklessness. But legal battles are rarely about the big picture. They're about specific, provable points. And Alex was about to create a point that he thought was unassailable. The day of the deposition arrived. I sat across a polished table from Alex and his stone-faced attorney. The air was thick with tension. He was cool, collected, and articulate. He spun a tale of my supposed incompetence, twisting facts and fabricating events. He claimed I'd secretly deleted crucial project files after a heated argument. An argument, he said, happened on a specific date, May 14th. He described the supposed confrontation in vivid detail, the time, the place in our old office, even what I was allegedly wearing. It was a complete work of fiction, but he delivered it with the conviction of an Oscar-winning actor. My lawyer scribbled notes furiously, his expression grim. This was bad. An accusation of deliberate sabotage is a serious blow. Then came the key question from his lawyer. Mr. Alex, you're certain this confrontation and the subsequent deletion of files occurred on May 14th? Alex leaned into the microphone. Absolutely. I remember it vividly. It was a Tuesday. I'll never forget that day. He looked directly at me, a flicker of triumph in his eyes. He thought he had me cornered. His team likely assumed that proving a negative, that I didn't delete files on a specific day a year ago, would be nearly impossible. They were setting a trap. That night, I felt a familiar wave of despair. How could I fight a lie so specific and so confidently told? I was scrolling aimlessly through my phone, trying to distract myself, when I stumbled upon my photo gallery. I have a habit of taking pictures of everything, random street scenes, my meals, my dog. It's just a digital scrapbook of my life. I went back to May of the previous year, just to see what I was up to, and then I saw it. May 14th. My jaw dropped. It wasn't a picture of me in the office. It was a series of photos and a short video. On May 14th, the very day Alex swore under oath we had a career-ending fight in our city office, I wasn't even in the country. I was on a mountain hundreds of miles away, on a pre-approved, company-documented vacation. A hiking trip I had taken to recharge. The photos showed me grinning at a summit, a timestamp clearly visible in the metadata. There was a video of me panning across a breathtaking vista, talking about how great it was to be away from work for a few days. And the best part? In one of the photos, standing right next to me, was my cousin, a police officer. My heart was pounding. This wasn't just evidence. This was a silver bullet. It didn't just disprove his story. It proved he was committing perjury, lying under oath. I immediately sent the files to my lawyer. His reply came back in minutes. All caps. Do not mention this to anyone. We will use this in court. The next few weeks were the hardest. I had to sit through more proceedings, listening to Alex and his witnesses build upon this foundational lie, knowing I held the key to dismantling their entire case. I had to maintain a poker face, acting defeated while I was bursting with anticipation. The day of the trial finally came. The courtroom felt cold and intimidating. Alex took the stand, looking confident and polished in his suit. He repeated the story he told in the deposition, this time for the judge. He recounted the fight on May 14th, adding even more dramatic flair. He described my shifty behavior, my angry tone. He was painting a masterpiece of deception. My stomach was in knots, but I just had to trust my lawyer's plan. Then it was time for my lawyer's cross-examination. He started calmly, asking Alex to confirm the details again. You are 100% certain, under penalty of perjury, that you had this confrontation with my client in your office on May 14th? Alex, puffed up with confidence, replied, yes, 100%. My lawyer paused, letting the answer hang in the silent courtroom. That's very interesting, he said, walking slowly toward the clerk. Because we have a slight problem with your timeline. He submitted the evidence, the photos, the video, my plane tickets, and the approved vacation request form from our own company's HR system. He projected the first photo onto the large screen for the entire court to see. It was me, on top of a mountain, beaming, with the date clearly displayed. Mr. Alex, my lawyer's voice boomed. Can you please identify the location of your office in this photograph? Perhaps it's behind that rather large pine tree. A ripple of murmurs went through the courtroom. Alex's face went white. He stammered, speechless. His lawyer immediately objected, but the damage was done. My lawyer continued methodically. He showed the video. He called my cousin, the police officer, to the stand as a witness to confirm I was with him on that trip. The judge's expression turned from neutral to stern. Alex's entire case, built on the lie of May 14th, crumbled into dust in a matter of minutes. It was no longer about a business dispute. It was about a blatant, provable lie told under oath. The judge dismissed the case against me on the spot, but it didn't end there. He referred Alex's testimony to the district attorney's office for a perjury investigation. Walking out of that courtroom was one of the most surreal moments of my life. The weight that had been crushing me for a year was just gone. It was vindication. It wasn't just that I won the case. It was that the truth, in its purest, most undeniable form, had prevailed. That little digital photo, an insignificant snapshot from a vacation, became the most important document of my life. It taught me a valuable lesson. Sometimes, the truth isn't just in spreadsheets and contracts. Sometimes, it's hiding in plain sight, in a random photo on your phone. And when you find it, it's the most powerful weapon you can have. Thanks for listening to my story. It was a wild ride, and I'm so glad to have it behind me. If you've ever been through something similar, you know how isolating it can feel. Remember to hold on to the truth. If you found this story interesting, please hit that like button and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.